Jeremiah Love, thanks so much for coming on the Heisman Trophy Podcast.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You know, the Irish bounced back last Saturday against Purdue, and you in particular had a great game, a career-high 157 yards to go with 2 touchdowns after 2 tough losses to Miami and Texas A&M. What's the mood like around the team now that you're back on track?
Everybody's, ready for our next opportunity to get back out there and play the game that we love. It's great to get a win. We put a lot of work into last week's preparation-wise to, go out there and make sure that we're executing the way that we need to in order to help our team, achieve team glory. But yeah, the vibes around the locker room are good. Coaches, good. Everybody's hyped up for the next opportunity to go out there and play the game.
All right. Well, last year you guys were upset by Northern Illinois in week 2, and you went on to play in the national title game. Does that early setback from last year help you guys stay calm and focused this time around, knowing, there's still so much to play for, including a playoff berth?
Oh yeah. I would say we take lessons from last year and incorporate those lessons into this year. And obviously last year we lost to Northern Illinois and made it to the national championship. This year we didn't start off, the way we wanted to. But that doesn't mean, we put our heads down and, continue to just stay complacent. We say, no, we're going to get better every single week, every single day. Going to put our heads down and work as hard as we can, do the same thing that we did last season, because at the end of the day, you don't know the future. The future's uncertain. And, our dreams, our hopes and dreams of making it to, whatever the playoffs or a national championship or whatever it may be are still alive. And, we as a team have to acknowledge that and just keep going and keep fighting. Just keep finding ways to elevate. Just keep going.
What are the coaches telling you guys ahead of this week's game against Arkansas?
They're a very good team. We're going into a hostile environment. We've been in a hostile environment before, so we know what it's going to, be like. This is actually our first time, us and Arkansas's first time, meeting and playing against each other. So there's a lot at stake here. We want to make a very good impression on them. And I'm guessing they want to do the same with us. But they're telling us, we got to make sure they're preparing the right ways, to make sure that we're going to be able to handle the pressures of being in a hostile environment. We did handle it very well, in my opinion, against Miami. We're going to do the same this week. And, we're just going to go out there and give it our all.
Very few running backs have a signature move like you do. It's the hurdle. I've never seen a back hurdle defenders the way you do it. Where did that come from?
It came from last year's Northern Illinois game. The same safety was just ankle biting the whole game. And we went into halftime. I told one of my teammates, one of my fellow running backs, Jabron, I was like, if he comes from my knees or ankles again, I'm going to hurdle him. And opportunity came. I jumped, completely cleared him. And that's when I learned, I could completely jump over another person. And I just continued to do it. I developed it into different types of hurdles. I got a little sideways hurdle that I like to do. I'm hoping to continue to evolve when it comes to hurdling. Hopefully, one day I can pull off a backwards hurdle, maybe.
It feels like you've been kind of influential in this regard. I mean, I don't know if it's just, happenstance, but you started hurdling people. Other people are hurdling people. Every week you go watch a game and someone's hurling someone. Does it feel like you're being called upon there in that regard?
The ego in me likes to think so. I feel like, some people may watch my game and I would hope that they would think like he plays pretty free. He goes out there and, just tries things. That's literally kind of what I do sometimes, is go out there and try moves. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But I play with a certain type of freedom and just, wanting to, make spectacular plays. And I feel like other people, hopefully they see that, and maybe that could be why a lot of people are starting to hurdle.
You mentioned the freedom. Some coaches, I imagine some running back coaches might be like, follow the hole, do this, you do go according to the plan. But maybe some are like recognizing that when you have a player who can improvise in those situations, that they don't want to mess with that. Is that how it is with you and your coach?
I would say so. Yeah, he encourages us, each and every one of the running backs, to go out there and be ourselves. Don't be robots. That's what he says. And I really like that because I want to go out there and be a robot. I don't want to go out there and be forced to only do this one thing. I want to play free. I want to be able to express myself on a football field. And that's what I try to do. And my coaches encourage me to do that, which I really love them and respect them for. But yeah, I just go out there and play free and just have fun.
Do you express yourself in like off the field in similar ways, or does it find its way on the field? This expressive nature of yours.
I would say it really just finds its way, on the field. Outside of football, I'm just really just laid back guy. Like I don't like to do too much. Like my thought of having fun is sitting in my room playing video games or watching anime. Like I don't like to do pretty much anything else. So on the football field, like I just feel more alive. I feel like I'm able to be more of my true self, I guess you could say.
Right.
And yeah, just go out there and try to express that, by just playing free and doing whatever I want to do, and just trying to make plays. But
Yeah.
also, when I have to, put my foot in the ground, get north, get the yards that I need to get to. But I feel like I just have a unique play style, and my coaches see it as well. So yeah.
I don't want to say you're upright, kind of a long strider. Like most long striders don't really have the giddy up like that and the sudden burst that you have. You seem to have a good mix of the fundamentals, having the times you want to put your head down and get the hard yards, you do that. The times you need to be spectacular, you do that as well. Is that a natural instinct for you, or is that something you wanted to be this complete back and this is what resulted?
It's just a natural thing. I've always been a upright runner, people say. I feel like it's more of an advantage than a disadvantage. I'm able to pretty much do it all. If I need to, get low and, truck somebody or get the hard yards, I can. But a lot of times, I'm trying to, make moves and, make some spectacular plays because, that's who I am in my world. I'm a playmaker and, I want to do things that other people can look to and say, I want to play like he plays, like I want to express myself how he expresses himself. Like I want to be, it's my true self. Like football is me. Like without football, I don't know how I would, express myself and relieve some of the things I need to relieve. But yeah.
When did you start playing running back? Was it the position you always wanted to play? And this attitude you have, would it be the same with any other position, or do you think running back helped you have that attitude?
I've always played running back. I grew up playing running back and corner. Played corner all the way through Little League, all the way through middle school, and then high school I played corner my freshman year. They moved me to safety. Did not want to play safety, so stopped playing defense in general. They just stuck to running back, and yeah, it's just growing up. I've always had to, make moves and create my own space and create my own opportunities, and that kind of just stuck with me as I grew up. And I feel like that's the reason why I played the way I play today. Obviously, I got guys that can create opportunities for me. Like I got a great offensive line, got great receivers, got a great quarterback who's smart to put me in the best positions possible to succeed. Got great coaches, but I also, have this uniqueness about myself that I attained while just growing up, just making plays and doing spectacular things, which I feel like just complement each other. Like I got great coaching staff, great players, great people around me, and also just got a unique skill set that just shows yourself on the field.
Yeah, I love the confidence there. I'm going to ask you a few questions now about what it's like to be a running back for Notre Dame. The first time you really got hit in a college practice, what was it like and what were you thinking afterwards?
Oh man. I remember it too. It was freshman year. It was at the end of fall camp. I think it's what we call a jersey scrimmage. And it was inside zone. It was against Sneed. I ran a gap, smacked me like head, seeing stars. It was a welcome to college football moment for sure. But I got back up and just kept playing. Ended up making a big play freshman year in a jersey scrimmage. And rest is history. But
Yeah. The first time you ran out under the lights at Notre Dame Stadium, what did your body feel like in that moment?
it was crazy to me. Being able to run out and just see all the people in the stands. It was our first home game, against my freshman year against Tennessee State. Went out there, saw all the fans, just everybody screaming, um, seeing the gold helmets. It was a special feeling. It was a great feeling. It was wow, I'm really here type feeling. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe.
And you got a touchdown in your first game too, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did. That was even greater moment, being able to celebrate with my guys and then seeing all the people in the stand shouting, screaming, going crazy. And
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like there's no greater feeling than scoring a touchdown in your home stadium.
Describe a run where time seemed to slow down. What did you notice as the play happened?
I would say my Penn State run last year. Like everything seemed like it was going in slow motion. And I had no doubt that I was going to score. I got tripped up, caught my balance, this little corner or whatever came and tried to tackle me, just muscling through. And I'm just seeing everything in slow motion. I see, I think it was Dion he pushed the corner into me. I dodged him. And then I felt somebody coming to wrap around, tuck the ball. Everything was happening in slow motion. And throughout that whole time, I literally had no doubt that I was going to score. And I ended up scoring, just willed my way to getting the touchdown. But that was definitely a play where everything felt like it was in slow motion, and that I understood what was going to happen. It was almost meant to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. What's the hardest part about being a running back?
The hardest part about being a running back, I would say, just having to be able to recognize all the blitzes, then having to block these huge linebackers. And then also, we go out and make a big play. We coming back. You may have to block a 250 linebacker the next play.
Yeah.
And we got to do that, and we got to do it. We got to succeed. There is no, oh, I lost on this play. You gotta win every single time.
Yeah.
I would say as a running back, we got a lot of responsibilities, and some people may think that our job is easy, but at the end of the day, I really think that it's really not. We got a lot to do, a lot on our shoulder,
Seems
not a
like
lot of.
it. All right, take me to the split second before the handoff. What's your emotion? Are you calm? You nervous? You fired up?
I'm very calm. Kind of just in a zone type feeling. Just reading what I need to read. And then whenever the hole opens, or say if there's a guy on the hole, there's just that burst that comes out of me, to like a fired up feeling, oh, I gotta go make a play. Or just chill, then it goes hot. Say icy.
Have you ever forgotten what to do when a play is called?
Um, yeah, yeah, I have.
What happened?
It was a protection play. And in protection, so much is going through our minds as running backs, who's coming up blitz, why is he here? Is the safety stacked over this nickel, or so much is going on in the play. And sometimes I forget the route that I have to run if nobody comes. And a lot of times people do come, so thank God I didn't have to get out and run a route that was probably going to be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some times where I'm just processing so much where I forget what I need to do if nobody comes.
Sometimes a little bit of overload, I guess, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
After a big game, when you finally get a quiet minute, where do you go on campus and what are you thinking about?
I just go back to my own space. I go back to my apartment, sit in my room, and watch film of the game, evaluate how I did. Just think about what I need to do better immediately. I'm always criticizing myself, always just looking for ways that I can get better. So after every game, I just like to sit in my own space and just evaluate how I did, and then immediately just look for ways I can do better the next time.
Yeah.
And yeah, just my own space.
first two games kind of got off to a slow start. Were you hard on yourself? Were you doubting things, or what did you go through trying to get back on track this past week against Purdue?
I would say there was never a doubt in my mind, like that I, had the ability to do the things that I needed to do. It's just like a feeling I had of like, what can I do better to make sure that on this play, like I'm having success or like I'm doing what I need to do in order to help my team win. The first 2 weeks were hard. First game didn't go like how I wanted it to. Didn't get the yards that I wanted to get. Didn't get a touchdown. Didn't have the carries that I wanted. But at the end of the day, like I had an opportunity to make a play throughout the
Yeah.
times that I got the ball, and each of those times I didn't do what I needed to do, or I wasn't in a position to. But I just evaluate that. Then I'll go on to the next game in Texas A&M. I had plenty of opportunities to do what I needed to do. I made a couple plays, had 2 touchdowns, but I always feel like I can do better. So I evaluated that game, and then heading into Purdue. Even still, I feel like there were things that I could have did to have even more success. Could have scored more touchdowns. Could have made more people miss. Like, I'm never complacent. Like, I'm just always looking for ways to get better. Because like I want to be perfect. I know it'll never be a reality, but I want to get very, very close to that. And my way of doing that is constantly criticizing myself, never being okay with, having just one explosive play. I want every play to be explosive.
Have you always been like that, or did someone teach you that?
It's just always been me. Like it's just who I am. Like I'm not okay with, me going out there and say I get like 10 carries. I'm not okay with me going out there and scoring a touchdown and having maybe 30 yards. Like that's not okay with me. Like each one of those carries, I want to take it to the crib. That's how I think in my head. I get 10 carries, I want to score 10 touchdowns or whatever it may be. I want to do the best that I can and do what I need to do every single opportunity that I get. Make the best out of every single opportunity. That's how I've always been. That's how I've always thought. And the people that I'm surrounded with can constantly reinforce that thinking. Like my mom, my dad, just go out there and be yourself. Go out there and help your team. My coaches, go out there and be yourself. Like it's constantly reinforced every day throughout my life.
Yeah. What's a talent you have that no one knows about?
I can play the piano.
Oh,
I learned to play the piano in middle school.
What's your go-to song?
So I do not play traditional piano songs. I play anime music. I'm a big,
right?
Yeah, I love anime. Song I could say I can play. It's from my favorite anime. It's called Seven Deadly Sins. The song is one of my favorite songs of literally like anime like history of all time. And I don't like. It's been a while since I watched Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know the name of the song, but I know it's like the Natsu no Taizai something. And yeah, I can play. It's a pretty long song. It's like a slow song.
Learned it by ear, or did you get the music?
YouTube could teach you a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah.
And finally, when fans talk about you years from now, what do you think they're going to say about Jeremiyah Love, Notre Dame running back?
I hope that they say I was a good football player. I hope that they say that I was special. I made a lot of spectacular plays. I hope that they say I was one of the best to, come out of Notre Dame. And I hope those things, but I got to go out there and put in the work for those people to believe those things at the end of the day. Got to go out there and have a great rest of my season. Got to go out there and perform every single game the way that I want to perform. And yeah.
All right. Well, Jeremiyah Love, thank you so much for coming on the show. Good luck against Arkansas this coming weekend and the rest of the season. And who knows, maybe we'll see you in New York down the road.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you.